You are now tuned in to the beatconn podcast.
All right, females in rap. Got a few questions about this whole wave that's going on with female rappers. Are they leading? And let's compare those females now to the past. So right now, how do you feel about women who's leading in rap music today?
Man, well, I'll put it like this: there's more female presence in hip hop
Definitely.
than there has ever been. And a lot of people might not want to agree with that, but I looked up some facts, at least from the industry standpoint, that prove that, which I thought was very interesting, because it surprised me, the female presence in hip hop now, because I always thought it was something that was there, because thinking about it now, like the biggest thing is, well, you got, women rap, but they all like strippers, they all blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I had to really go back and look like, who the rappers are rapping. You had some, you had the Lil Kims of the world, you had the Foxy Browns and stuff, and then you had your range, you had like your Missy's, your Brads, and on the other spectrum. But I really went and I was like, gosh, they're really outside of that. Really
Make sure you click the link in the bio.
And also, what I did was, I went back to the Billboard Top 100, and I looked at this top 25 artists, top 25 songs in rap for a particular week. So for this week, I went back presently. Right now, let's say, you got in the game, you got Cardi B, you got Nicki Minaj, you got Megan Thee Stallion, and you got people like Lizzo, you got Rhapsody, right? Just trying to cover this general basis, right? People that are well known, have music out, people recognize it and stuff like that. But when I went to, as of the day, which was on the 20th, I looked at the chart, there were actually four songs with female leads in the top 25. So you had Lizzo, that was a number 2 with True Hurts. You had City Girls with Act Up. That was at 12. Cardi B with Press at 19. You had Saweetie with My Type, and you had Megan Thee Stallion featuring Baby with Cash It.
Make sure you click the link in the bio.
Now, actually, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's 5. So, I went back. You know what? Because everybody was just talking about how hip hop is so cool, and how back in the day, because I think we're going to hit on this a little later on, maybe when we bring this up with JD. So I went back around, I was like, what time was JD and I'm really big, right? I was like, let's go back to the 90s, let's go to the late 90s, right? So I went back to 99, and I checked out Billboard Top 100 for 99. Guess how many female artists have been leading songs 20 years ago on Top 100?
Now we talking about artists or we talking about rappers?
Rappers. Because remember we're talking about female rappers.
Female rappers.
Yeah. Just guess.
I already know the answer. You told me earlier.
3?
Nope.
More than that?
Nope.
2?
Nope.
1?
Nope. 0.
Get out of here, man.
Now check this out, and this is the thing that's gonna mess you up. Guess what? There was only one song in the top 25 back in July, on July the 24th, 99, on the Billboard chart. They even had one female MC on it. And guess what the song was? Who that?
Make sure you click the link in the bio.
Oh, Soleil.
Yeah, only one. And she was a feature.
Yeah, that says a lot, man.
Now check this out. So let's go 5 years after that, right? How many songs had a female lead on them in the top 25 back in July, same time in 2004?
Hopefully more.
Nope. 0.
Wow.
You only had one that had a female feature, and that was Remy Ma with Lean Back, Terror Squad. It makes you really think. That's what I'm saying. It was really interesting when I went back and I looked at this, because it's always this general conception, especially with what was jumping going on, like you said, with the whole JD thing. Like, oh man, he's talking, it's like female rappers around. You like, where are people like Missy at on this list? Where are people like Brad on this list? Where are Lil Kim on this list? Where are these different artists on this list? And this is Billboard now, top 25. And you aren't seeing none of those older artists, female artists that are on these lists. Even going back, like even when people, it's before this list, like MC Lights and stuff like that. And like Salt and Pepper, so I didn't go back that far.
I think some of the legends, I think it transcended to something else anyway.
Well, especially around that time. But I really
Make sure
think,
you
like
click
I
the
said,
link in the
reason why
bio.
I picked 99 Up, because I'm thinking about people who currently listen to hip hop right now,
Right.
and their age and their recognition. Because a lot of people now that are actively in hip hop, remember you got a lot of 90s babies now.
Right.
So for a lot of them, their memories don't really start. Like our memories might start back a little further back, because we might have more of a recognition of time like that. You know, back when I was little, I used to hear this or I used to hear that.
Right.
But for them, you gotta remember their stuff starts around like 98, 99, 2000. So for them, that's what's most relevant to them. So for them, so it's like a perspective thing. So you're gonna, if you look towards now, like, yeah, they doing it now. Because for them, they never had that. They never had that because it's like a wave.
Well, I think with being on top of the charts, always being featured, and some of them having a long run for being the prime artist on the track. As far as top of the charts, I didn't really see too many females on the top of the charts until Nicki.
That's glad you said that, because even that's when all of a sudden, probably around 2014, when I did 2014 5 years ago, that's when we started seeing what we see now. There were 4 songs that had female leads at the time.
Make sure you click
She
the link
opened
in the
the door
bio.
for them. Yeah.
Nicki was number 4 on that list at the time, about 5 years ago with Fiddles and Potions.
Yeah, she opened the door for them. So I think that's why they're more lenient with. I don't even want to say more lenient, because they earn those spots, man, by spins. They get a lot of tracks played on the radio. Their song is played constantly in other places, but I don't think they was likely to make it to the top of the billboards until Nicki, because she reached such a massive audience, man. But there's a lot of hot female artists being out though,
Now,
just not commercial.
Now, what do you say that? So what about people like Missy?
Right.
Missy had a big commercial feel.
She did.
That's what interesting me about it. Because I was like, is it just the reason, the way, why did Missy show up here? Is it because of just the time of the year and I just ain't picking up?
I think
the
so.
right time?
That's what was confusing about it when you were sharing the stats. But I think when they allowed Nicki to make it to that point, that's when the walls came down. And it was like, you know what, they deserve to be right up here too. I mean, if she did it, why not this? And then it was like, you know what, you're right. And then we were talking not too long ago too, man. There's a movement going on where people are looking to not be as defensive with letting a female take the limelight and reach a certain status, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I think that's applying to music as well. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, back in the early 2000s, they did had a lot of female artists, but they just wasn't popping or whatever. 3 6 Mafia had 2, LeChat and Gangsta Boo. Trick Daddy had Trina. You see what I'm saying?
It was still Invisible Ceiling. You know what I'm saying?
PMD had Hurricane G.
Glass.
Jay-Z himself had Emil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like one of those things like, all right, nah, I'm your boss still.
Yeah, that glass ceiling was still there, man. It was still there.
Yeah, Master P and Mia X.
Yeah.
Lady of Rage with
Death Row. So those
Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that is right. There was essentially glass.
Yeah.
So-
Nicki broke through that.
I guess the conversation was, did you had to sell sex at the same time while you were rapping, which those rappers I just named. Well, no, because Trina
Missing.
Yeah.
Trina sold sex. And it's not.
Emil did too, kind of sort of.
Yeah. And even going
Foxy
back.
too.
And Foxy.
Yeah, Foxy, Little Kim, of course. And you know what's so funny about that too?
Make sure you click the link in the bio.
And I thought about it. And I was like, sometimes we have our, like, everybody has their own perspective because they see things from their own
Well,
eyes.
what did Jermaine Dupri exactly say? Let's get that first.
Yeah.
So what he said was, these rappers today, I don't listen to them, female rappers, I don't listen to them because they all sound like strippers, or they selling, that's basically, or they're boosting, or they're rapping about money. So there's no subject matter in the thing.
He said nobody's trying to be the best rapper. Those words really stuck out when I listened to what he said. Nobody's trying to be the best rapper, but is he talking about lyrically? Is he talking about as far as how commercial the song is? Like, I don't know what that means. So I'm glad that it's being debated because well, let me ask you this: do you think he was right or wrong in making that statement? Because that was something I was watching on the internet too.
I think he was
People's
wrong.
opinion
I think
about
he was
it.
wrong and right. He was wrong because I think he's looking from a different perspective. Of course, he got his jump start through Run DMC. So he looking for the actual lyrical content.
Right.
Now, as far as like the clout content, he was definitely wrong on that perspective because that's what most.
Make sure you click the link in the bio.
You see what I'm saying? That's what's drawing in the crowd. Now, here's the other thing: there are female rappers who can actually rap. Megan Thee Stallion can actually rap.
Rhapsody.
She can rap. Rhapsody can rap. Tierra Whack can actually rap. Yeah, so that's where I'm like, okay. So I got to thinking actually now. Jermaine Dupri is Bow Wow's, Jermaine Dupri product. Bow Wow does a lot of clout chasing himself, make these stupid little statements. So I think JD made a stupid little statement, and all of a sudden, boom, now you got a reality show coming.
Right.
So I think that's what that was for. It was kind of like, let me say these things to draw,
Right.
You know what I'm saying, to draw attention. Okay, so now let's make a show out of this.
Yeah.
So, and he had his other reality show with what's the girl? The little he had a show a couple of years ago. It was a reality show that it was Kid Stars. He wanted to have the next Kid Star. He had like 2 or 3 females in that.
Okay.
So,
but not only that too, because I was listening to the Breakfast Club, man, and Charlamagne the God made a good point in reference to what Jermaine Dupri said. He said there's been a lot of male rappers that been doing it. Ain't nobody complain about that, and that's the
another part too.
That's the truth.
That's like, why complain about it now?
Yeah, exactly. That's the truth. And for them to be shining, they haven't had shine before. It's like, why would you try to dim that when the guy's been fitting that mold that you're trying to say that the girls are doing? I mean, not necessarily strippers, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the same content, the same material in their music.
Because you got 2 shorts of the world, you got the devil and the dudes. That's all they're predicated.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that is the culture of these young folks now. You know what I'm saying? 20s and under. That's their culture. You know what I'm saying? That's what sells them. But Pharrell made a similar statement back in when trap music first came out. It was like everything on the radio sounded like one long ass song.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It might be his opinion, but so what?
Yeah.
I guess the way I look at it is like this. I think everything is in cycles. You know what I mean? It's always going on and changing. So you gotta remember at the time when JD and them came out, people looked at the old heads looked at them the same way. These are young kids. That's why I just laugh about hip hop in the game sometimes. Because I don't think people realize, just because you might be in a particular
Make sure you click the link in the bio.
It doesn't mean that you're always gonna be young. And that's the funny thing about hip hop, because think about it, everybody who comes in new is always shaking up the boat. Think about it. Everybody coming in new, like these new kids, they shaking up the boat. But the funny thing about it is 10 years from now, 15 years from now, they're going to be the ones looking at these other people. Oh man, they're shaking up the boat. They're shaking up the boat with tattoos all over their face.
No, you're right.
Shaking it up.
You're right.
So it's a perspective thing. That's why I laughed about when JD said that. I was like, JD, not that his perspective is jaded, but I'm like, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to show for somebody that comes from his background, especially from working with. You gotta think about working with an artist such as Da Brat. Da Brat is the polar opposite.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
As far as an archetype for a female rapper, as opposed to a Cardi B.
You're right.
As opposed to a Megan Thee Stallion. As
Right.
opposed to even people like a Lil' Kim and stuff like that. Because of the fact, just think about how she presented herself, how she carried herself. And you remember, it was a shock when we saw her in the video that time. What was it? What do you like? In the video with the bathing suit on.
Oh
yeah.
They molded her. They molded her, man. Like, I mean, I don't know how she was.
Switch up her image or whatever.
Yeah, when she first came in, they had to mold her, and she, like you said, she tried to switch it up. She matured.
Yeah, I think it was the signs of times of that era that she wanted to switch up and be more sexy. But,
Right.
But I mean, kudos to all the female rappers who, because I think women need that empowerment right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the mothers of the earth. You know what I mean?
Hey.
And no matter how you say it or what you don't like about it, man, I feel like women are just as competitive to men in a whole lot, not just music, in a whole lot of areas in life. They're just as competitive, just as good, sometimes smarter than the things we do. So
I think he was just he was stuck in one
clout chasing.
Yeah.
Clout chasing. That's just bottom line, because the way I think he formulated his words and stuff like that, I just knew something else was coming. P. Diddy does the same thing.
I think he
DJ
might
Khaled.
have meant something a little different than what everybody perceived it to, because he might have just been thinking about specific commercial female artists at the time when he made that statement. But it was too much of a general statement for people not to address it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like also that he probably didn't. He don't got one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He haven't
Make sure you
got
click the
one.
link in the
So
bio.
nobody kind of. I won't say nobody has looked to him for him to sign that type of artist, but it's a new wave and it's actually running fast.
Right.
Then they attach those hashtags to phrases to it, city girl, hot girl, and all that good stuff. We did the same thing in the early 2000s though. You know what I'm saying? It's just now it's moving a whole lot faster. Like I said, these female artists, they're better. They're a whole lot better.
I would like to see more of them get more exposure. Shout out to Cardi B. She had an Instagram post I checked out not too long ago where she was giving credit to a lot of the female rappers who weren't, rapping about stripping on the pole, taking dudes' money and stuff like that, man. And I think she needs a lot of credit for that, because that's one thing that a lot of female artists who've had the limelight didn't do on that level with the platform that they had. And to have as many followers on social media, for her to designate one post to say, check out this artist, and that artist, because they hot, and this is how you can go check them out. Man, I think she deserves a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
I don't think she gets enough for that. I'm not even a big Cardi B fan for the most part, but I respect her for a lot of reasons.
I think I like it.
No, I do too, but
Make sure you click the link
I'm
in the bio.
just not the biggest fan. Some big Cardi B this and Cardi B that. Like I respect her, her grind, and I like some of her music. But just be keeping it real. I'm just not like a huge fan, that's only because I listen for lyrics, and I know that she's appealing to a large audience, but being from a certain background and wanting to hear lyrical artists, sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's tight, that's catchy, and then other times I'll be like, that's just being honest.
I know, like I said, Megan Stallion, she can rap, and also
I need to check out more, man. Y'all been telling me about her, man.
And then there's tons of other female rappers that's like on that Rico Nasty, Lizzo, Tierra Whack. I've been listening to her for a couple of years now, and like every single time she gets better when she drops. So she's almost like a female version of Johnny Rich a little bit.
Okay.
Tierra Whack,
Rhapsody still ain't getting the shine she deserves.
Rhapsody too. I feel like she was one of those early ones that just haven't got her just due yet. So I mean, time will tell, man. It'll happen. It'll happen. Like that's how hip hop formulates. Just like back in the day,
Make sure you click the link in the bio.
She wasn't too privy to trap music. Now it's just kind of like it's a normalized thing now. I think female rappers are going to they're going to do the same thing. I agree. They're going to be leading so many positions. They're going to be producers. They're going to be engineers. It's going to be, and I know quite a few around the United States that are actually doing their thing. Willa Beats. She's from Tampa, Florida, moved to California, man. She won a few, one outstanding producer contest, and she's running just as good as any dude in the room.
Hey, you know why I think Nicki got to the level she got outside of the other female artists we talking about too? Now that I'm thinking about it, at one point I remember it wasn't cool to listen to certain female artists. They might have been have a nice verse on somebody else's track. Yeah. They might have had a track themselves that was catchy and commercial. But most dudes would be like, yeah, that's all right, but you're not going to see them or hear them bumping that in the street, in their car or in the house or something like that, man. But when Nicki came out, and I wasn't one of those guys, but you know what I'm saying, I have much respect for Nicki and even the guys that did. When she came out in such a hard form that most guys was like, you know what, I can listen to her. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the difference from her and the other female artists that didn't get like a Missy Elliott or something like that. Because I listened to Missy too, but most guys didn't gravitate towards Missy. Like they did Nicki. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have that type of support from the male fan or listener. So I think that made a difference, man.
Yeah. So comparing them from the rappers now to back in the day, what do you think is the comparison?
I would say now, I think nowadays they're just more aware of their image. I think now more than anything. Yeah. I think because even with, I love to use somebody like Lil Kim. I was like, Lil Kim, she probably started a lot of what people call a strip club type of female MC, but at the same time, she really didn't have as much control over her image as these females have now. Yeah. And I think that's the big difference with her. her. And with a lot of these females now, they're a lot more empowered and they have more control of their image and how they brand themselves. Because even with, and I know the movie alluded a little bit to it too. The Biggie movie alluded a little bit to it too. So much of her image was constructed, not necessarily, to have that appeal. And it was kind of like they stumbled onto something. And it was just one of those things.
Make sure you click the link in the bio.
The image, because it wasn't, not that it wasn't her, but it's sort of like when, very similar like with Heath Ledger with Batman. Like the character can be so much it can overwhelm you. I think that's what probably kind of in some type of way maybe happened with Lil' Kim and stuff. I just think now the MCs, they're who they are. They are who they say they are, and because of that authenticity, that's what makes people gravitate towards them.
I think my answer is associated with yours in a way because I think it's what's hot.
Yeah.
It's cool to support a female artist that has talent.
Yeah.
Before, if you did that, you were taking a huge risk with your business and your money. You know what I'm saying? So you had certain people sporadically coming out of the woodwork with a female artist, but now it's what's hot, so they have more support. Now.
You just listened to the latest episode of the beatconn podcast.